Hey guys, how's it going? This is AceTrainerCurt here with my first upload to the Kangasghang, so thank you to everyone who let me upload on the channel. Also, a big shout out to Trainer Zabuza who recorded the battle for me. This is actually in HD, so it's very nice, very clear, so big shout out and a big thank you to him. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the battle. Not going to go over the team preview too much just because that's not really my thing, but I'm actually using my potential UU team. Most of my team is either borderline OU or probably like definite UU, I think at least, and I kind of wanted to mix up a little bit. But anyway, lead off with my Blastoise here because I think that's gonna give me a pretty good matchup against anything that he has, as he leads off with his Talonflame. I'm gonna go ahead and use this opportunity to Mega Evolve because I do get substantially bulkier once I Mega Evolve with Mega Blastoise, so I wanted to do that as soon as possible as he just goes for a U-turn, which is a pretty good play. I'm gonna be stating obviously he'd be KO'd by my Scald. But he does U-turn out, like I said, goes out into his UFO, his I always want to call it Ferrothorn, because it is Ferrothorn, never mind, I meant Fortress. But it goes on to his Fortress as I went for the Dark Pulse, predicting him to switch, but I wasn't sure into what. I thought that'd be my safest play as I go for, here I actually go for an Aura Sphere. He makes a good play, switches out into a Chandelure. Obviously Chandelure's immune to that, so really good play on his part. Now, the only thing I can really switch in here is my Florges, however you want to pronounce it, because this is my special wall. It's going to eat this up really nicely, and now I'm in an opportunity where I can either start setting up, a wish for a pass, or I can go for a Moonblast, try and get damage on whatever he wants to bring in. He does switch out, so I do think he's choice in some way, just because I can't hurt him too much, because my only move is a Moonblast, and he could have gone for a Fire Blast to kind of wear me down a little bit. But he does, actually, I think I pull a double switch here, and I go out into my Roserade. Not really too great for me here because I can't do too much to this Ferrothorn, but I am going to take the opportunity to try and get up some entry hazards. This is actually my Spikes, Sleep Powder, Leaf Storm, and Sludge Bomb Roserade. So pretty good utility mon. I'm kind of contemplating putting Focus Sash on him, but right now it's Life Orb. I believe that the Ferrothorn went for a Stealth Rocks. That kind of sucks, but at the same time, nothing I can really do about it. But now he's back out into his Talonflame. I'm predicting him just to go for a U-turn because I think he's predicting me to switch out, and he does do that. So I believe I'm able to get up my last layer of spikes on the next play. I believe is what I do here, get my last layer of spikes, because I was predicting him to U-turn out into his Ferrothorn, and I want to get the last layer up as soon as possible. So I do stay in here because I really don't want to switch anything into a potential T-Wave, Leech Seed, anything like that, and I go for Leaf Storm. It does a lot, but then I see it's a critical hit, so very sorry about the critical hit. Not much I could do about it though, unfortunately, as I believe here he goes for the Gyro Ball, and it's going to easily knock me out because I am max speed and Ferrothorn is very slow. So I do lose my Roserade. Set up 3 layers of spikes, got a little bit of damage off of Ferrothorn, did a really good job, so thank you Roserade for that. But now I go into my Hitmonchan, probably one of my favorite Pokemon, and I go for an Ice Punch here, hoping to take him out, and I do, which is great. I do have Life Orb on it, along with the Iron Fist boost, so I wasn't too worried about that not taking it out. But at the same time, I didn't want to go for a fighting move in case he brought in Chandelure, and obviously Thunder Punch when I'm taking out the Ferrothorn, so that's why I went for Ice Punch there. But now he brings in his Patrick Star, his Starmie. Haven't seen too many Starmies this gen. But here I stay in and I go for a Thunder Punch in case he wants to try and rapid spin my hazards away. So I was kind of trying to force him to go for one or the other, and he just takes out my Hitmonchan, which is the best play there. Now on this play I make a huge misplay and I go into my Blastoise because I'm kind of baiting him to go for a Thunderbolt here. Obviously because I can take him out. He's already seen Dark Pulse, so he knows I can take him out with the Dark Pulse. So I'm kind of baiting him here to see if he has a move to hit Blastoise other than Side Shock. And I go out into my Florges here, as I believe he goes for a Rapid Spin. So this is actually kind of bad, because he does have Side Shock, as I saw on my Hitmonchan, and now he's gotten the hazards away, and I don't think I can take him out with a Moonblast from this amount of HP. So it was a really bad play because not only is he going to, again, get rid of the hazards, but now he's going to severely weaken my Florges, because Side Shock's going to attack obviously my weaker defensive side, not my bulky special defense side. But I do go for a Moonblast here. I actually do take him out because I believe he was Life Orbed. So after the Life Orb recoil, I'm able to take him out pretty easily. So that's great, but at the same time, Florges is kind of death fodder at this point because I really can't live too many more hits. I do have Protect and Leftovers, but again, kind of just death fodder, especially on this play here. So I do go for Protect, just kind of scouting what he wants to go for because I do believe he is a choice Talonflame, choice band Talonflame. I don't think he's Sharp Peak, and I don't think, obviously, he's Leftovers. So I do go for Protect, just scouting what he wants to go for. I see the Brave Bird, and I'm gonna just stay in and die because I'm seeing a perfect opportunity here to set up my sweeper for my UU team, my Gilligros, as you guys are about to see in a couple of plays. Because again, I do think he's locked into it, and because Metagross has such great physical bulk, I'm able to, even though I'm not invested in bulk, I'm able to take this Brave Bird, he wants to go for it, and then retaliate and begin setting up. As you see, I'm on an air balloon, which is very important in the next couple of plays. So I do go for an agility here, and for those of you who aren't familiar, agility used to be a really common set for Metagross, especially in 4th gen, like the hard gold, soul silver gen. And I do go for the agility, and I go for an earthquake. And the reason why I stay in is because even if he's choice scarfed, I'm able to outspeed him, go for earthquake, and take him out. I was kind of fearful for him being a focus sash set, but at the same time, I really didn't think he was running that. I mean, again, I was fearful because I didn't want to lose my Metagross, but choice is a much better set to run for Chandelier. So now he brings in his fat Charizard, his Dragonite, and he goes for a Dragon Dance. Kind of expected that because with multi-scale he'd be able to live one of whatever I wanted to go for, because I don't have Ice Punch yet, obviously. So I go for the second Meteor Mash. I was hoping to get an attack boost on the first one, but I don't, unfortunately. And unfortunately this one doesn't quite take him out, so now he has 2 Dragon Dances under his belt, and I'm pretty sure he has a super effective Fire Punch, so I'm thinking he's going to outspeed me, take me out. But I still outspeed after his 2 Dragon Dances, so he must be an adamant Dragonite. And I'm kind of thinking to myself here, I might have an Agiligross sweep. I'm thinking, you know, this is some 4th gen stuff, getting Agiligross sweep going here, as he brings in his Jabberjay. I go for the Zen Headbutt, and I miss. And I was like, oh my god, no! Why did I miss that? I was pretty sure that would have taken him out, or done enough damage to where Arcanine can come in and revenge kill. Unfortunately though, I do die to the Talonflame. Now I'm pretty confident it's a Band-Aid, because that easily took me out. But now I go into my Arcanine here, my Sally, named after my dog, my Labrador Retriever Sally. I made a defensive set because she's really protective of me, so I definitely wanted to kind of honor her in that way and make a Pokemon after her. And I actually got a female Arcanine with 5 IB, so I was really happy about that. But anyway, he just switch out here. I kind of blindly went for this Will-O-Wisp because I didn't know what his last Pokemon was. I didn't write his team down, and I was pretty sure he's going to switch out from Talonflame, but he actually goes out into Conkeldurr, which isn't too bad. So I switch out here because I want to kind of see if he's an Iron Boost, not Iron Boost, Iron Fist, or if he's Gut. So I go out in the Blastoise to kind of gauge how much damage he's going to do to me here. And because I don't think Blastoise is going to do too much in the rest of the battle. Goes for a Drain Punch, takes me out, so I'm pretty confident now that he is the Gut set. Excuse me. But now I'm able to bring in my Arcanine with my Intimidate, and I'm able to lower his attack a little bit to where I can I'm hoping I can comfortably take his attacks. Keep in mind though, Arcanine is my last Pokemon, unfortunately, or Sally as I call her, is my last Pokemon here. So I get the Intimidate off, go for the Morning Sun. Luckily I do outspeed, which is great, and with that HD, that Morning Sun looks amazing. My goodness. Doing a little bit of advertising here, but that looked really nice. But anyway, he goes for a Drain Punch. Doesn't do even half, which is really great because I actually have Rocky Helmet because I don't have 2 leftovers yet, and as you guys saw, I have leftovers on my Florges. So I do have Rocky Helmet, and between the Burn, Rocky Helmet, that's doing quite a bit of damage to himself. So even if he does keep going for Drain Punch, I'm hoping I can wear him down a little bit. But now he goes for a Facade. I think that was a misplay personally, because now he didn't get any health back, plus he has the recoil from the Rocky Helmet and the Burn. So on this play I go for a Flare Blitz, hoping to take him out actually, but he makes a mistake, I think, again, and switches out into his Jabberjay, his Talonflame, and caught him slipping a little bit, trying to bring in Talonflame for free. Not happening, and I do hit him with a Flare Blitz. It does enough to where I believe Extreme Speed can take him out from this range, so I go ahead and go for that, and it does take him out, which is great. So now it's kind of a one-on-one match between the Guts boosted Conkeldurr and my Arcanine. So let's see how this plays out. I go for a Morning Sun on the first play here just to get some health back, because again, from what I saw before, his moves weren't doing too much to me, so I think I can live one or whatever he wants to go for. But again, for some reason, he goes for the Drain Punch, not the Drain Punch, the Facade. And now he's at a point to where I don't think extreme speed will quite KO, so I go for a flare blitz here, hoping to kill him in case he doesn't go for Mach Punch. I live with 5 HP. He dies on my Rocky helmet, and that's going to be the match. So that was a really close game. That's a 1-0 match. I lived with 5 HP, which is super close. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked what you saw here, subscribe to my channel. Again, big shout out to Trainer Zabuza. And again, hope to see you on my channel, guys. So see you next time. Bye.